We're preparing the match like we prepare every match, and even it's a friendly game. And we also knew and saw what Mozambique was performing on Africa. Remember the game against Ghana? So they kicked Ghana out with a draw they played after being 2-0 down, I think. So that means, and there are new players now. It's a little bit another team with players who are playing abroad also. So that means that, and also in the qualifiers, we saw the game against Uganda, against Algeria was a little bit less, but okay, it's Algeria. This is one of the best teams of Africa. So, but we prepared very well, and you see also in that team there are a few, 2, 3 very good players who can decide the game. At the other side, it's a different team than Tanzania. It's more a team that wants to play football because they have the players to play football. So in that part of the game, it will be a little bit more, how can I tell it, comfortable than having to have to play against a team who is there with 9, 10 players behind the ball and is just waiting and playing in transition. And that was what happened with the Tanzania. So we had to be very careful for that. Tomorrow it will be a different game. They play football.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you said, I've played with Mbowazi at club level. It won't be any different in the national team. He's a very, very humble boy, and he takes well instructions, So for me, it's very easy to play alongside him. So I don't think tomorrow it will be a big change for him, as the coach has mentioned, to say it's like a perfect choice, for me to partner him, to give him that guidance and give him that confidence, to be able to take his chance. And I think tomorrow we'll be able to see the best of him.
Okay. Good afternoon, Nkosinathi. Mokaba from Disney Times. I just want to ask you, obviously we've seen you with the armband a few times at Pirates. This one, how high does it rank for you to lead your national team?
Yeah, obviously it ranks very high. For me it's a privilege and an honor, to be able to lead the team. And I'd like to thank the coach, for showing the confidence in me. We've been together from the very first camp he came, and I'd like to say thanks to him, because there were sometimes question marks, whenever I was here. But to be able to lead the team tomorrow would be a huge honor and privilege for me.
Sure. Okay, back to you.
Because how nice will it be for you guys to win? I know, coach, the results don't really matter for him. You've been with Bafana, you know when Bafana wins what it's like. How nice will it be for this, especially for the new guys that are in the team?
No, for sure. The results they always matter. As players, we always play to win games, and it's really boosted our confidence. We've been on a winning streak for quite some time now. And I think tomorrow won't be any different. We'll be going there to fight and to win, and we know if we win, the country is more happier, is a more safer place for everyone.
Sure. Okay.
What's the mood like in the camp ahead tomorrow's encounter with Mozambique?
Yeah, no, the mood is it's a nice one. At first, when we first met, the guys were a bit on the edge, but as we spent a couple of days together, everyone was at ease, and you could see guys playing table tennis, shooting some pool together, and everyone having a big laugh. So the mood is a good one, and I'm sure everyone is enjoying. And for us, it's just to deliver the results tomorrow.
Okay.
Skipper, in terms of the support, I know the coach has already addressed that, but as a player, not seeing many fans turning out to come and watch you guys, how does that make you feel?
The last camp we were here, in Polokwane, it was a full house, but as the coach has said, we were playing a World Cup qualifier, as compared to a friendly. But I don't think it should be any different, whether we're playing a friendly or playing a World Cup qualifier. for us, it's always lovely to have our fans, you know, to get that extra push, because even when we're playing away from home, you know, we feel that pressure, because whenever we play away from home in those African countries, you get full capacity, you know, at stadiums. So I think for us as well, it will be a huge boost if we can get a huge full stadium.
Okay.
On a lighter note, I know you're a good singer. Are you also teaching Apollos how to sing?
Yeah, I know. Apollos has been with the group, you know, for quite some time, so I'm sure he is able to sing, you know.
Okay, you say.
Afternoon, Nkosinathi. You've seen the progress of Mozambique in the AFCON, now that you were there as well. What are you expecting from them?
Look, it's going to be a tough encounter, you know. We've done our homework, you know. We've seen their strengths, we've also seen their weaknesses, you know. And, you know, from set pieces, they're a big threat, you know. So I think if we can deal with most of their strengths, you know, we have a better chance of winning the game tomorrow.
Okay, and then you.
Yeah, okay. In this current camp, you have some of the quality players, defenders like Fawaz and Mloisane from Stellenbosch, players that have been tipped for the defender of the season, including yourself as well. What do you make of your season individually, and what do you make of the competition away from also here at Bafana Bafana?
Look, you know, the guys that you've mentioned, you know, top players, you know, Fawaz, you don't need any explanation. You know, Thabo has been doing very well for Stellenbosch, and it's always nice when we meet up together. You know, there's no sort of competition. You know, we just have to do our best for our clubs, and hopefully that is rewarded. You know, and as you've said, for player or for defender of the season, you know, we'll just let God take his way. You know, if it's meant to be, it will be, and if it's not, then we carry on and move on.
The skipper, never from Mozambique. Looking at the camp and just looking at the training sessions, there was a rondo that happened last week, Thursday, whereby it was you, Dino, Bogazi, Mbata.
For your soccer updates and breaking news, please visit www.ngobo2010sharpi.com.